Hi, I'm Claire Fallon.
And I'm Emma Gray.
We're the hosts of Here to Make Friends, a podcast for anyone who loves
or loves to hate
the Bachelor franchise.
So Claire, it's week 2 of Paradise, which gave us ample opportunity to really dig into some superlatives.
I mean, when they give us 4 hours of content, it's almost like there are too many opportunities.
An embarrassment of riches.
Exactly.
Really.
But we narrowed it down to some of our top moments.
So first, most likely to have pre-scripted all of his lines.
Jordan.
Obviously, Jordan.
The mayor of Paradise is back.
He came in with so many one-liners locked and loaded that
Salt spray.
That he had to run through like 7 of them all in a row.
TikTok, let's make it rock.
He had a little book of quips in his pocket.
I'm going in here, I'm taking a hot chick on a date, and someone's gonna be calling me daddy by the end of this, you know?
And he didn't miss a
Pulled
single
them out,
one.
one by one. Next, we have most likely to be the real Bachelor of Paradise, or the Bachelor of our hearts.
Yes, not Blake, but Mike.
Sweet Mike. Mike for Bachelor.
Everyone on that beach is so happy to see him. They actually have to Photoshop in a golden glow from his face in order to accurately represent what a golden boy he is.
Here for it.
Next, we have least love letter writing chops.
Ooh, Cam.
Know that I'll always defend you and be your biggest Cam fan.
Cam's romantic gesture for Caelynn falls
dark.
Completely flat, and I have to say, Caelynn wasn't into him to begin with. That's pretty clear. But if anything could have helped,
it was not this.
Don't let these stupid buttheads bring you down.
It was not the letter he wrote her.
I just think maybe when you compose a love letter, the phrase stupid buttheads shouldn't be in it.
And if you're reciting a love letter to someone, you should not be saying the words smiley face.
Smiley face.
There's always the option of just smiling at her. Just gonna say it.
Next, we have the most unlikely life coach.
Jordan.
Another one for Jordan. He had some actually solid advice for Blake. Clean up your my dude.
Yeah. I mean, he came in ready to dominate. He was calling it his beach.
Welcome to my beach, everybody.
He felt that he was the mayor of Paradise. But he also knew that meant he had to live up to that with not just some jokes, but by being a figure of authority.
Blake's out here making moves and making love to half the cast out here.
By being the man who's going to say, Blake,
hammer it out one by one.
Take care of the mess you have created.
Blake does not, but it was good advice nonetheless.
There's only so much Jordan can do.
Exactly.
Next, we have the most creative use of beach decor for exercise.
This one's gotta be Kevin.
And you know, there were some various contenders. Clay used nothing in order to lift weights. We see some of the gentlemen doing push-ups against rocks. But Kevin goes all out and finds an enormous vase or urn and lifts it over his head.
Just
as if
bench
it were
pressing this urn, vase, what have you.
It must be difficult for all these men who are so swole and who have invested so much of their self-image in
gym memberships.
To spend several weeks on a beach with no dumbbells in sight. And you know what? The gym rat finds a way. And Kevin is really at the top of his game.
He's
on this
dedicated,
one.
and I appreciate that. Next, we have the most anticipated arrival in Paradise.
Dean's mustache.
And it did not disappoint.
It's here, we waited for it, and now it's arrived.
I'm so happy.
I have mixed feelings about the mustache. I know many people find it disgusting. Some people are into it.
I think you're kind of into it.
I'm kind of into it. I don't know if I would find it attractive if I were dating him, but I do know that it provides some visual interest that breaks up all the sameness on my screen.
It's true.
It's
I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah, he's peacocking, and I'm okay with that.
But in a very sort of understated way,
Yeah.
because his personality has been dialed down, but his mustache dialed up.
Dialing that mustache all the way to the top. Next, we have most unsuccessful at hiding their love for drama.
It's really hard to be in the middle of 2 guys that couldn't be more different.
Nicole, who is just thrilled to have men fighting over her, or as she puts it, feel like the Bachelorette of Paradise.
I mean, Nicole tries to play it off like she's stressed by the attention of the
She's not.
3 different men who are interested in her.
I don't know what to do. I'm honestly so torn.
She's not.
She's like, actually, I've never experienced this before, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, nothing makes her happier than the phrase Bachelorette of Paradise, which she uses to describe herself on multiple occasions. But it's not even just that. We also see her stirring up drama with other people in the house, expressing excitement whenever some sort of conflict
It's about to go down.
She loves it. Drama's...
She lives for it.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess it's probably pretty boring to be on that beach, so I get it. Next, we have the most heartwarming moment.
we have to have a really positive one in here.
Aw.
Demi finally tells Derek about her sexuality and about the fact that she's been dating casually a woman back at home.
Something that I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
That is hard for me to talk about.
He's incredibly supportive. He really shows up for her and supports her, and it was really nice to see.
Well, I appreciate you, feeling close enough to me, first of all, to feel comfortable saying that.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful conversation, both a moment that Demi has expressed a lot of fear about, but that she ends up handling very well in the moment with Derek, and that Derek receives it very positively and provides her reassurance.
An all-around warm and fuzzy interaction, and we don't get that many of those on Paradise.
Why can't every conversation on Paradise be
just
like
go
this?
really well? Yeah.
I'm okay with slow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Next, we have the least fragile masculinity.
I actually think there was some competition for this one. I mean, we just noticed Derek having some extremely non-fragile
True.
masculinity.
True.
But in the
Points
end,
for that.
we do give it to Clay.
Because Clay was explicitly encouraged on multiple occasions to be physically imposing, potentially violent, and verbally aggressive.
From talking to Nicole, this is what she wants out of you. She wants you to stand your ground and be like a man and do it.
That's right. You got in your
Tried to
face.
cut in on my time.
That's right. So you going over there and do whatever you
And
want?
he didn't take the bait.
Yeah, it's just clearly not in Clay's nature.
And we support that.
Exactly.
That's great. More men. Be like Clay.
So you don't want me to go over there and wreck that piñata right now?
I do not want you to go over there and wreck the piñata. Please don't wreck the piñata.
Yeah, don't feel like you need to act macho or violent in order to
That doesn't
prove
make
that
you
you're a
a
man.
big, strong, better man.
Yeah, be like Clay.
Be like Clay.
Next, we have most likely to get sent home next week.
Poor Cam and his sweet, not so sweet, misguided love letters.
I licked my lower lip, and your jalapeno Rita spice still lingered and brought me such joy.
Cam has made, I think, the poorest showing out of all the guys.
I agree.
And we're going to see a bloodbath next week. We're going to see a lot of guys
So
get
you
sent
know
home.
he had to be really grating.
Exactly. Cam is the only one that I really don't see any hope for at all. And I
None.
think he's going to be heading home.
Oh.
And finally, most likely to end up together at the end of this crazy journey.
Chris and Katie.
Definitely Chris and Katie. They came in strong, sort of out of nowhere because of the editing this week, but they seem just really solid. And also, it feels like Chris has really grown as a person. He's had some time away from the show, and he's down to just, find someone he's really into and dedicate some time to that.
I'm not mad about the way it's going.
And it's nice to see.
It is. He hasn't had any luck on his many, many previous outings on the franchise.
This is the one. As they say, 6th time's the charm.
I mean, that could become a truism if Chris and Katie end up engaged, and we're feeling pretty optimistic about that right now.
And that's it for week 2 of Bachelor in Paradise, Here to Make Friends Superlatives. Join us again for more love
And snark.
when we discuss next week's 2 episodes of Bachelor in Paradise.
Until then, you can listen to Here to Make Friends on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.